Hey everybody, welcome back to SenecaPrep. It's Jono here, and today I am going to be running through the placement questions and strategies for placement questions that you're going to see on the ACT English section. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. It's going to be great. It's going to be a journey. It's going to be fun. Hopefully this episode will place high in your hearts and high in your brains for utility. I'll stop talking weirdly. Let's get going. So, where do I go? In the ACT, you're going to be asked to place a sentence in a paragraph or a passage, okay? And placement questions often come up towards the end of a passage whenever you're reading one. And there are a few tips that can help you with placement questions. Firstly, you want to be thinking about the main idea of each sentence or paragraph. So when you're doing the ACT, you know a placement question is coming up because you've got to see those cute little numbers next to the sentences. So when you're reading those, read each sentence and think, what is the main idea of each sentence? What's the main idea of this paragraph? Then you want to be thinking about, okay, what's the logical sequence of ideas or events? And you can use words to help you. So words like then or next and finally, those are all words that can help you place sentences within a paragraph. Also, another top tip is to look out for pronouns. What's a pronoun? A pronoun is something like he, she, it, they, them, and whatever you want it to be. Everyone can pick their own pronoun. That's the world we live in and should live in. But that's what a pronoun is. So the way this works on the ACT is if you see someone referred to as he needs to have been introduced earlier in the sentence. So like, Jono is making a really good study video. He's really cool. He's really cool has to come after the Jono is making a revision video. We need to introduce the person, Jono, before we use the pronoun he. So that is how we can use pronouns to help us place sentences. Okay, so what else we got learn today? Well, let's go through an example. So my friend Miranda was having a beach party. She brought salty snacks, some Kool-Aid, and 7 sacrificial mandrake roots for the beach party. She lives in Brighton, so is planning on having a party in the beach. Everyone loves snacks, and the birthday for Miranda is not complete without a ritual sacrifice. So that is those are our sentences. And we need to try and place sentence 3, which is she lives in Brighton, so is planning on having a party on the beach. So the options are always going to be the same. Option A is normally where it is now. Option B is going to be before sentence 1, or before sentence 2, and then like after sentence 4. So how are we going to do this? Let me walk you through what I would do. So we're going to look at the sentence and the options together. So like I said, let's use those pronouns to help us. So sentence 3 contains she. So it has to come after Miranda is introduced to the reader. So sentence 3 has to come after sentence 1. So we know that option A has got to be incorrect because, and option B has got to be incorrect because it says before sentence 1. So it can't go before sentence 1 because Miranda hasn't been introduced yet, so we can't use the pronoun she. Next, sentence 2 mentions a beach party, but we're only told about Miranda's beach party in sentence 3. That means sentence 3 has to come before sentence 2. So let's have a look. So in sentence 2, it says she brought salty snacks, some Kool-Aid, and 7 sacrificial mandrake roots for the beach party. And then sentence 3 says she lives in Brighton, so is planning on having a party on the beach. So in sentence 2, we mention the beach party, but it hasn't been introduced yet. The beach party is only introduced in sentence 3. This means that sentence 3 has got to come before sentence 2. So that is how we can place questions using pronouns. I hope that was a useful example. Let's go through some questions. So which of these sentences is structured correctly? Let me know. So Stacy has a cool mom. They have really got it going on. Stacy's got a really cool mom. Stacy has a cool mom. Stacy has a cool mom. She's really got it going on. Or she has a cool mom. She has it going on. So we can use the pronoun here, the pronoun rule here again. So we know that Stacy has a cool mom. She's really got it going on. That seems like a good option because we have to introduce the noun, so Stacy's mom, before we can use the pronoun. So it's got to be option 3. Now, the other options, why are they wrong? Stacy has a cool mom. They have really got it going on. In the ACT, mum would suggest that the pronoun needs to be she. It might be different in real life, we don't know, but for the ACT, we would assume that mum would go with a she pronoun. Option 2, she's got a really cool mom. She's got a really cool mom. Stacey has a cool mom. Again, that doesn't make sense. And again, our pronoun comes before Stacey's mum, so it's not going to work. So the key takeaway from that is the pronouns have to come after a person is introduced. So to help place a sentence, remember 3 things to remember. What's the main idea of the sentence? Are there any pronouns in the sentence? And are there any sequence words like next? Sequentially, it's hard to come up with words sometimes, but you know what I mean. Are there any sequencing words that can help you place the sentence? Okay, so let's do a question on this. So which of these sentences are structured correctly? First, I went to the gym. Finally, I had a protein bar, and then I went for a jog. Or finally, I went to the gym, then I had a protein bar, and first I went for a jog. First, I went to the gym, then I went for a jog, and finally I had a protein bar. Or the fourth option, then I went to the gym, finally I had a protein bar, and then I went for a jog. So this is like a really good example of showing how sequencing words can help you. So all of the sentences contain first, so unsurprisingly, that has to come first in the sentence. That means we can eliminate options 1 and options 3. I know we can choose between options 1 and options 3. Now, option 1, first I went to the gym, finally I had a protein bar, and then I went for a jog. That is not a logical order of ideas. We're going first, finally, and then. Once you use finally, you can't use then. That means option 3 has got to be the right answer. So first I went to the gym, and then I went for a jog, and finally I had a protein bar. Boom, awesome, groundbreaking, revolutionary, let's do it. Okay, so things that can help us place the sentence in the ACT English section. Let's consolidate this. Look out for pronouns. They can only be used once their corresponding antecedent has been used. Such a hard word to say, but antecedent is like Jono or mum or whatever. Like antecedent is the noun that is being replaced by a pronoun. So correct ordering example, Jack was benching 50 kilograms. He was on the gain train. There, he is replacing Jack. So boom, we got it. An incorrect ordering example would be, he was benching 50k, Jack was on the gain train. This is incorrect ordering as the pronoun comes before the antecedent. Boom, there's that word again, still as hard to say as before. We can use discourse markers or sequencing words, so like firstly, next, then, and subsequently can all help us place sentences. Boom. Okay, so what is that thing that can help us place sentences? It's pronouns. Pronouns can help us place a sentence. Boom, amazing, we're done. That was a really quick run through of some tips and tricks to help you with placement questions. Hope it was useful. Stay tuned and make sure you keep updated for the next episodes that will be coming up soon. Thanks for joining and good luck with all of your test prep studies. Yeah.